He had the unit circle for breakfast.
Oh my god. I hated the unit circle, dude. I only remembered it for the week that the test was there, and then just never thought about it ever again.
Student.
7 pi over 6, you idiot.
If you give me
Talk
the
about
unit
that.
circle right now, I could probably.
you-
You'll probably fill that.
If you
sucker
give me any math right now, honestly, I can make zero use of it. Like
You know,
I
man.
Dude,
I don't
foil.
I don't even remember how to graph like a basic y equals mx plus b. Like I don't remember how to do that.
And that's okay. That means you're human.
How do you graph a
Humans aren't supposed to learn math.
How do you graph a polar point, man?
I don't.
On a polar graph.
What's a polar graph?
Right,
You look
that's
for the
circular
polar
one,
bears and
right?
you look for the penguins.
Yeah, it's the one.
All I remember is that if it's a square root, it's gonna be a parabola. A square root graph is a parabola, right?
No.
No.
That's a polynomial, a square.
Polynomial.
If it's got the exponent in there.
It's got the exponent.
Oh,
X squared.
if it's greater than x squared.
Yeah.
So if it's like x cubed.
X squared, well, actually, x cubed is something different.
No. Okay, no, wait. The ones that you use for the quadratic formula is always going to be a parabola, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chit
quadratics.
chat. Hey.
Welcome to episode 3 of the podcast.
Yeah. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling out there?
I'm
tonight?
not.
Ugh,
I was talking to the viewers.
sleepy.
I was
Oh.
talking to the listeners.
Well, I don't care how they feel.
Going to sleep
Ooh.
right now.
Typical
You hear that?
Matthew.
Yeah, didn't care about his fans.
Like
Not that
as if we had it.
Yeah, not that he has any.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I rubbed the mic.
High school was easy, man.
Yeah. High school for me. Well, I kind of took like the worst classes my senior year. Like I took AP chemistry, got a D. I think I literally showed up and guessed for the AP exam for AP Chem
That sounds like you.
because I didn't know anything in that class. I literally winged it. I loved stoichiometry up until it started involving actual chemicals and like chemical compounds.
Oh.
And then I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Man, stoichiometry can.
It was fun.
Stoic out of the window, yeah. It's
Stoichiometry was fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Schramm made it really enjoyable, but
He said that's the ticket.
he said that's a Brondo answer.
I'm
You're
kind
such
of
a Brondo character.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad. I missed out on Mr. Rom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the only one in the room that hasn't taken Mr. Schramm.
Because when I was there,
Hasn't
when
wrote
I
the
was
drum.
in his class, I remember he was actually in the process of adopting a kid.
Good for him.
Good for him. Yeah, maybe he made this kid's life better. Maybe he saved him and took him out on his boat because he was like a licensed what do you call him?
like
Like an actual like sailor. Like he was previously in the Navy, but then like after he like
He said he worked at a chemical plant.
yeah, that too.
That's
he
so
did he
Navy.
did so many things. He did so many different things.
He was real big in the early 80s.
He's an enigma of a
As
man.
one could say he took a few chemicals in the 80s, am I right?
Hey, let's
I bet you he
As
did.
did everyone else.
get it up top for chemicals in the 80s.
I bet you he
Up
like
top for chemicals.
I bet you he extracted like psilocybin in his garage and like had the hardest trip of his life.
He was just looking at shrooms.
Quick, someone say
If-
something about Breaking Bad.
Mycelium.
Jesse.
That's it. Mycelium.
I have to return this beaker.
If anyone were to be real life Walter White, it would be Mr. Schramm.
Yeah, high school teacher turned drug dealer. You just
He would
spilled some
def-
coffee on your shirt. Saw it.
No, that was condensation
I was
from
gonna
the
say-
bottom of my whack,
Yeah.
my wet ass cup.
I was gonna say it could be Mr. Mon, but Mr. Mon would tell on himself. He would rat himself out.
Yeah, he would tell it as a story. He would tell, "Oh yeah, I made drugs last night.
So I made drugs last night, and
You know, I'm a millionaire now.
I have
So
a
it's
lot of
pretty
money. I just have a lot of money, and I'm quitting."
Is that how that guy talked?
Yeah, that's how we talk. Yeah, bug eye. He was.
Is he a
He was
science
good-
teacher?
Yeah, he was a chemistry teacher. And every other period, every other class, like he hated them. He was like the worst chemistry teacher for them. But we were 7th period, and we managed to like break him Like he was so chill. He was one of my favorite teachers I've ever
That's
had.
so weird. I wonder if.
Because we were all just smart.
Oh, okay. So he didn't have to actually try to teach
No,
you.
we
Yeah.
weren't. I don't even think it was an honor. No, it was an honors class. We just knew the stuff, and we got finished early, and we would just
And they started the MonCon.
started MonCon. It's happening next year.
Show
Talk
up.
about it. Talk about that. What's that?
MonCon. I think Harmon was in that class. Shout out Harmonator02 on Twitch.
Go follow him
go
on
follow
Twitch.
him.
Go give him a sub.
He made like a mock-up like flyer for this convention called MonCon, and
How do you spell his name?
MOHN.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. Bond saw it. He wasn't supposed to see it. It was gonna be like an inside joke, but he finally found out about MonCon, and he was like, "What is MonCon?" We were like, "You know what MonCon is." He thought it was funny.
That's amazing.
So like throughout the year, he would just like look at us like, "Hey guys, this MonCon's happening." And he's like, "Yeah, we know." we were close, Mr. Mon and I. It was
How close?
just like
we were
close.
like this. We were like that. We were like everything. We were like, we were like that. We were like this. We're like,
Yeah.
Can I?
The listeners can't see that.
Can I say
Exactly.
something about
He's gesturing in every which way.
high school memory? You know how some of the desks would be like against the wall?
Yes.
You would always want to be against the wall so that you can just sit sideways. You can have your back on against the wall.
I don't
know.
Not for
I
me.
feel that no. That and like in certain science classrooms, if they had the long tables, you like just lean your arm on it.
Oh yeah.
I
You
love
just
I
lounge.
love the
But here's the
science
thing.
tables.
I had
I want one as a desk, like for my room.
that's the
I-
Coca-Cola desk.
I had a teacher who would get so mad if you did that. If you had your
What?
back against the wall.
Oh, pish posh.
If you
this
sat
teacher.
in your chair,
Yeah, if you if, no, if
what a
you s-
loser.
No, like you're sitting in a regular chair, but say the desk is in front of you, you can just turn it sideways, sit against the wall, still have the paper right there, but it's like kind of more comfortable because you have a further back
of course,
of like a
supports your spine.
yeah, you can lean back a little further. It's actually more comfortable, like I said.
Well,
But this teacher would get very upset if you did that.
to this
Like
teacher,
so upset that she actually moved the desk like a few inches away from the wall.
All right.
I just assumed it was some like depressed old man.
No, it was a
was a
rock.
witch.
It was a
was a
rocky
witch.
old lady.
It was a
A
hag.
witch,
what's
a
her
hat, of
name?
course.
What's her name?
What
She was- I think she was like algebra 2. She was
Algebra
getting
2.
married to like another teacher as like both of their
Oh.
second marriages. What was her name?
It's on the tip of my tongue,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
It's gonna be bleeped out.
Start with a
anyway.
C.
I think
Cohen.
Cohen.
Oh yeah.
It was Miss Cohen.
Oh, so calculus.
Yeah, calculus. That's the one. Yeah,
Such
and
a weirdo thing to
You know,
do.
you know the meme online where it's like saying when you get your teacher to talk about their ex, so then
Oh,
you can
no.
skip class. That's pretty much what happened. She would just go on and on about her old husband and how bad he was.
Like y'all cared.
yeah, exactly. We just wanted less time.
That was like my biology teacher, my 10th grade year.
Mr. Soaps?
I didn't have Mr. Soaps.
Yeah, you did.
I don't think I have Mr. Soaps.
Yeah, you had Mr. Soaps.
It was probably like his 9th grade year.
what does that say?
I think that's a swing bob playing TF2.
Swing Bob Gaming is playing TF2, huh?
That little
Should we
rascal.
dox him or no?
No,
Yeah, let's say
we'll
his
cut
whole
that
name.
out. We'll cut that out.
On 3, 1, 2, 3, a Swing Bob Gaming. What's going on, everyone? We're doing the podcast again.
We're
So-
starting over.
Philip, do you have any high school stories?
High school is too
school
long
story.
ago. I can't think of anything, man.
This guy just graduated.
Oh man, I'm fresh out the room. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh out the womb.
fresh out the homeroom.
Bro, you graduated like a month ago.
How does that feel?
Well,
Because that's fresh in your mind. Do you have a perspective on that?
not really. I can't say much about it. It feels like nothing right now. Because
Primarily because
I'm not doing anything. Because I'm taking the time off, man.
it it was all online too, so you really didn't.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's last
my-
2 years of
yeah.
high school.
Yeah,
No, just 1 year.
just talk about
Was
that.
it?
Because it was
Well,
really
the
only-
second half
It
of
was like 2 months online. It
second half of 11th grade, I guess.
wasn't that long.
Yes, it was.
It was
March, April,
March,
May.
April, May. The last 3 months. That's like
That's still okay. So you have August, September, October, November, December. I guess
You know
so.
your months.
But
good job for you.
But still, like how surreal was that? Just like finishing your classes online, practically.
He didn't care, right?
Yeah,
You
I was
answered
just
for
glad that I could just go straight to bed after it.
At least.
That sounds like
but it-
so much fun.
But it is like part of the high school experience to be there. You get to see, you know, the daily fights immediately after school or during lunch.
Those are the
Always,
Hey, man.
always be lunch.
I don't
lunch
say
is
anything
crazy.
about me not going to school. I was there for the lunch fight.
We were there for the lunch fight where a kid got tased
To be
They were
fair,
they were
in the
dirt,
lunchroom.
in the paint. They were down in it.
in the cafeteria.
to make up for it, we did have our little scuffles at home just to put on a show for Philip. During our little lunch breaks, when
Yeah.
we would all reconvene after 4 hours of chugging away in our
Matthew
bedrooms.
knocked me out cold one time.
Yeah, I slammed him into the cabinets, and like all of the dishes fell out of it and like smashed on the
It, like,
ground.
each one by one, they just kept on falling on the ground and shattering. Just
And
You
then
would-
every time glass shattered, a Stone Cold Steve Austin was summoned. So
Yeah.
like multiple Austins.
They were all
showed up.
clipping, so it was
They're just like standing there in a
doing
line.
the same animation.
No,
at the
like
same
it just
point.
keeps replaying it. Like more and more appear in the same spot, and then like all their models are like overlapping with each other. It's just like a big old.
It's like a mass.
A.T.
I love that video. Can you guys play that at my funeral?
Yeah.
You like
We will.
we'll just be there, and it'll be like Stone Cold 8-Day want cheeseburger,
But yeah,
Stone
so,
Cold is going to be driving the hearse.
and
So-
that's the body. He's gonna be in the hearse.
He's going to order White Castle in the hearse.
Just hand out White Castle.
Oh my
sliders.
god! Can you
gotta-
imagine
we
that?
gotta-
Can you imagine working at like fast food and then seeing a hearse pull through with a dude in it?
just ordering
get a-
food.
One sweet tea, please.
Two sweet teas.
So, I mean, I finished high school like any other high schooler. So
Except
I mean,
you didn't walk.
I did not walk.
You loser.
I
didn't
didn't
walk
need.
either.
I,
Oh, wait
that was
a
my
minute,
only. That
wait
was
a
my
minute.
only thing.
I was the only one of the four of us that walked.
No, I did.
Philip
Philip
walked.
walked.
Oh.
You
Philip
were
walked
there.
at graduation.
I
Oh,
walked
that's
with-
right. That's
Because
right.
Timmy-
he looked at us
Timmy
funny while he was
didn't
walking
have-
back.
I said, shrimp, 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 shrimp.
Timmy didn't have like an actual ceremony, right? They had
Yeah.
like a drive-through.
It was a live stream.
It was a
was a
live
live
stream.
stream.
They literally showed a picture.
It was a
It was a
premiere.
video of me. They showed a video of me
Oh, yeah.
walking on screen and walking off.
That's
It was a
right.
YouTube premiere.
That was
That's how I
awesome.
graduated.
The shrimp was in that chat.
Oh
Yeah.
No,
There
he
was
was in the band chat.
That one too.
No, that one.
That one was crazy. Shout out Shrimp.
Shout out
Yo,
the shrimp.
If you're out there anywhere, because I know the news stopped talking about you
The
a long
shrimp.
time ago.
Get on the podcast. Let's have
Yeah,
you
we
on.
should have him on here.
Should get the shrimp
Dude,
on.
you are a menace, shrimp.
Timmy,
Hello?
open the door. Open the door.
Is that someone knocking on the door?
Oh,
It's our first guest. Shrimp.
What's up, Shrimp?
Oh, look out, world! It's me, shrimp. Oh,
So, where you been, Shrimp?
oh shrimp. Here's how I went to McDonald's and I got the shrimp in there, and I got a shrimp.
Like how was the flight, buddy?
Oh, shrimp.
Yeah, what brings you here?
Uh-huh. There's shrimps.
Why you
Oh,
laughing?
Cocktail
shrimps
sauce,
everywhere,
huh?
Shrimps everywhere. Oh, get the shrimps out of my hair.
Hey, wait a minute.
This is serious, guys.
This is a serious question. I've had this for months. The fish?
No, don't look at the fish. Look at the shrimp. The shrimp is right
Don't
here.
start laughing.
The fish
This
not
is
here.
serious. He's.
The fish is not here. Look at the shrimp.
This is,
all right. Let's
we've about enough.
let's
Thanks-
cook.
thanks
Let's
for coming,
cook this
Shrimp.
shrimp.
Cook this shrimp, baby.
Thanks for coming, Shrimp.
Oh,
Thanks.
Toss them on the Barbie. Let's get them out of here.
Oh, you're getting out of here.
No.
You're getting out of here, bud.
Prawns getting the boot. All right. Now back to what we were talking about.
Okay,
Philip
so-
didn't,
wait.
didn't say a word while the shrimp was in here.
Yeah,
he was kind of quiet.
Y'all
No,
got
he
some
was in
bad
awe.
blood or
He-
something?
No, he was in awe. He like climbed up on his lap. Didn't you see? It's still.
I don't know what to say.
You were just gobsmacked.
Just
Just could not believe it.
Yeah, I want to talk about my last day of 8th grade.
Oh my
It's pretty
God.
fun.
You
Okay, okay.
out of some of your poor little kid decisions that you've made over the years, this one just
Doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense.
All right.
It does not make sense. But like I am on your side is what I'm saying. It does. This is just another example of why kids just don't respect adults. And it's like because they're punished for such stupid little things and they can't comprehend why. And they're just like, okay, so I'm just gonna automatically be a rebel for the rest of my
imagine
schooling.
if he didn't know any the wiser.
Exactly, and it's like you can't defend yourself,
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
Budweiser.
just Andrew's 21, Budweiser,
Hey, happy birthday, man.
Budweiser.
Happy birthdays to the shrimp.
So yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it was any other day in 8th grade.
Well, it's the last day.
Oh no, it was my last day, but there was still like a week left. I was on my way to 3rd period. I was walking through the courtyard. I see one of those glass Starbucks drink things, and I see it, and I'm like, huh, because I was 13, as any 13-year-old would do. It's just like, huh, I wonder how cool the sound would be if I drop this on the concrete. So I do. Like on the edge of the concrete, so it shatters into the dirt. Psh! Cool. Like sweep it off into the dirt and then go off. And then the freaking administrator says that they saw me do that. They say I smashed it and walked away. I dropped it, brushed it into the dirt, and then walked away. Yes, I should have picked it up and put it in the trash. Like, he walked up to me, he was like, a student could cut their foot with that. And I said, but are students supposed to wear open-toe shoes? They said, no. And
Wait,
as
you
a
really
stu-
said that?
Yes.
Oh my
As a student walked by with open-toe shoes. And I was like that? And they're like, well, hey, you need to wear closed shoes. And then they just dragged me to the office.
Dragged you.
Not
Yeah.
really dragged me, but figuratively. They walked me over to the office. They put me in like a room for a bit as they decided my punishment, which was I was suspended for the rest of the school year since it was only like a week left anyways.
Oh my God.
Actually, it was like 5 days suspension, but there
What
were
a
only
waste of
5 days
time.
left. And yeah, it was pretty stupid. Of course, I learned my decision. I've learned my mistakes. Don't shatter glass.
Oh yeah, that should be rule number 1.
And then,
But it's like what goes through through a kid's head at that point? It's like, okay, so like
going through my head then is, oh my God, what's going to happen? What are mom and dad going to
but
say?
then again at that point in your life, that's probably the biggest thing happening, and it seems like such a devastating moment.
Other than like video games, because I remember my friend, I think he got his like Steam account hijacked because I don't know where he sent me a link, and I talked to him the day after. I was like, hey, did you send me this link on Steam? He was like, no.
What was the link?
No.
It was
Like a sign up to like some
I think
virus site,
I think so,
something like that.
but still, that's
It was a link to his Bitcoin wallet.
not.
If only.
But yeah,
Bitcoin in 2013.
I got suspended for like the last week. I did what happened was I went to the I went to the school to like pick up schoolwork to do.
Yeah, didn't you have to like go back to school to take your finals? You had to take them in like ISS.
Yeah, I had to go back during the summer
So stupid.
to take my like math exam. I remember that day because there was a Smash Brothers announcement. I was like, "Oh boy, guys, you better tell me what it is
Smash
when I get back
Bottles
home."
announcement. What was it?
It was Captain Falcon.
the classic Captain Shrek.
Captain Falcon's
Oh,
Robin
rest
and
in peace.
Lucina.
Rest in peace, Etika.
We're not going to spend too long. That would just be an entire episode.
Oh my God.
Rest in peace, Joy-Con man.
But yeah, it was that one. It was that announcement. Because I remember coming home and I was like, all right, so who got announced? And you're like Captain Falcon and just 2 guys I don't know. And I'm like, oh.
2 anime sword fighters.
And
Keep
to
it up,
this day,
Sakurai.
I'm
Keep it
proud
up.
to say that I have never played a Fire Emblem game.
Let's give it up.
We can all say that.
Give it up for Fire
Yeah,
Emblem.
give it up for Fire Emblem, boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Timmy was just slapping his thigh.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
No, I was clapping.
Why did you use your hands?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right. You just had to ram me out like
So, where were we, huh?
Philip just beat Pokemon Emerald today.
Yeah, it only took me combined
What?
42 hours.
18 years? When did Emerald come out?
years.
Yeah. No. Like 14, 15.
Wait, really? Emerald's done?
congrats.
No.
It was
16
Emerald.
years.
Because
It's
it was
been 16
Ruby Sapphire, Fire Red Leaf Green,
That's
then Emerald.
right.
2003, 4, and then 5.
So I was there watching him, and we were just like,
Oh, that's
freaking
what
out
y'all were
the
doing
entire
before.
time.
Yeah, we were gaffing over it.
We were
see.
gaffing. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about some team players. Of course, Sark, the
The Manectric.
Manectric, she pulled through a lot.
With the amount of water type Pokemon they decided to put in the Elite Four, it's kind of insane. So an electric type is pretty good.
We should do a Pokemon playthrough. That would be fun.
It would.
We have a spare Pokemon Blue that just wiped itself for some reason.
Yeah.
Pokemon Blue though, like I kind of want to play one of the GBA ones.
We got Leaf Green.
I don't know. What if we did Emerald again? Just wipe that one. Well, we could back it up on.
I think we can literally just play it on my thing.
Yeah,
and
that would be
screen record.
easier. Yeah, you just screen record it.
That'd be silly.
It's okay. For the record, Mr. Nintendo,
We own the game.
we own the game.
We
I
own Emerald.
own a piece of hardware that can play the game.
We also had this big catfish Whiscash fella. His name was Barbosa, like the pirate man from Pirates.
Barbarossa.
And
Barbosa.
he's pretty cool.
Especially
Just to
since
say
he was
the
the only guy on your team that had an ice type move.
Yeah. and there was-
How cool is that, huh?
Yeah, how cool is the ice type move on
Ice
the
type
fish?
Pokemon.
Dude,
On
how,
the fish,
how
the move,
cool
the
is
ice type-
Whiscash? Okay, hear me out. Whiscash, water type, ground type, perfect coverage. What's not to love?
I mean, I know nothing about competitive Pokemon.
It's
so-
a big fish, man. You love big fish.
Oh no,
Real
ice
big
type.
fish.
Oh, let me just use earthquake or something. Even though that ice is super effective to ground,
Yeah, this
but
guy
still
is
is strong.
lulling me into a snore. Let's
Oh.
talk about the next character. Scrimblow Bimblow, the Skarmory.
Ah,
What a
yes.
name.
What a
giant,
character.
Giant metal bird. Really, really cool. Really nice. And next up we have Gex, the gecko.
Like
Yeah.
the Cubs first baseman?
No, like Gex, the video game. He was in there. They put him in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a Pokemon. It's actually him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Like that's such a Gex thing to go into other games and be like, this is just like that one time I was with Epstein on Little Saint Jane.
And then next we had who else? There was Shrimp. Oh, Shrimp was on there.
Wow.
Shrimp
Oh,
with
yeah?
3 exclamation marks.
Shrimp the Armaldo, based on Shrimp the Armaldo from a different game.
Okay.
And who else was there?
There was he
Yeah. Oh man, he is an Alakazam. It does the little joke where if you name a Pokemon with like
Oh yeah.
like it or he or she, it says like when it uses an attack, it says like it used that. So like man, he used Psychic. What a big man! He used Psychic.
isn't there
awesome.
isn't there like one more that we're missing?
No, I think that's about it.
That's it. Shrimp, Scrimblow, Gex, Barbosa,
And Sark.
and Sark. Yep, that's all of them.
It's so interesting. Pokemon's fun because you get to like You get to see how other people play the game. It's like no two people play it the same.
Unless you're playing Generation 4, then everyone uses their starter, Garchomp, Lucario,
Yeah,
Luxray, Staraptor.
Well,
It's just because all those Pokemon are so readily available and they're good.
Then again, it's like if you're one of those nerds that actually cares about getting through the game and not actually having fun.
Which, by the way, go on.
Yeah, what's it like having fun playing video games?
I love video games. They're so fun, man.
Dude, it's like I don't understand people who literally calculate their gameplay. It's like you're not. Is that really? Do people really find that fun? Like literally going out of their way to find what is it? Like there's like a characteristic you can see on the Pokemon that makes it like a better,
like the nature.
Yeah, the nature, like actually caring about the
IVs and EVs.
So here's
Yeah,
that.
I'm actually
Matthew,
lost on EVs.
That's so stupid.
I find it fun because you can create the perfect Pokemon.
And
it's not even like only specific Pokemon are worth doing this. No, every Pokemon is worth something. Every Pokemon has their niche. That's why I built myself, like not cheating, but through like nature stuff, EVs, IVs. They made it so easy in Generation 8. You just use an item on like a certain NPC and you can like max out all the IVs, which come from like breeding. You can give them energy drinks, which boosts the EVs, which are the values you earn from battle that like raise certain stats. The natures,
But it's like you can still just get through the game and have fun playing the game without having to strategize.
I
like
know,
that.
but that's why it's mostly just a post-game thing.
such
That's
a-
why competitive is its own thing from
my
the single player.
I understand that. I understand competitive modes because I used to play like competitive Counter-Strike. Lucky me.
There was a point.
I was there for the 2014 like Counter-Strike blast off.
Yeah.
But this is not a Counter-Strike podcast. I hate
Yeah,
Counter-Strike
let's
players.
hop
If you
off
play
that.
Counter-Strike right now, if you play any competitive game right now, turn off the podcast.
If you play Counter Strike, go to bed. Oh,
Go to bed.
Oh, I'm so
You're
tired.
sleepy.
Go to bed. Oh.
If you
You're
play
sleepy.
Okay, if you play Counter-Strike, call your mother, she misses you. But
Tell
if you
your
play Team
mom.
Fortress 2,
We want to hear from you.
Yeah, call us up if you play TF2.
Yeah, we're gonna get the 4 server going up because I'm screaming.
Yeah, Matthew's got the mic like right here.
all right, so
It's all good.
So yeah, play
human.
just play Pokemon.
Play a game however you want to play it, but it's like I just don't get the people who grind and if you grind in video games, tell me why that's fun.
In a sense
grinding
of-
adds to the longevity of the game.
You're just
just
finding
gives you
it.
more
You're
things
just
to do.
finding an excuse to keep playing it. That doesn't
Maybe
actually
because
add more
you
to the
enjoy
game.
it?
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, because I see my favorite critters and my brain releases serotonin. Like, hey, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's
You can't blame him for that.
Critter
look,
serotonin's a real big thing.
I go ahead, I go into a Pokemon battle, I send out my Flygon, I'm already, yeah. And then I see
You're
it
giddy.
sparkle, and I'm like, yeah, that's
Like, that's
mine.
That's
I
my
did
boy.
that.
But yeah, it's like a materialistic treasure trove without the materials.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You don't spend too much money. You don't spend,
You don't spend money on that.
yeah.
Just on the game.
You just do it on the initial game, but then if you have like a gambling addiction and you like unbox, you bet, and all that stuff, that's all up to you. You do what makes you happy, even though it's financially unstable.
Welcome back to the financial podcast.
It's actually
And today
like
we're
starting
gonna
to
tell
rain
you why.
outside. We're getting a hurricane this week.
Yeah, so I guess we're getting a hurricane or something.
You know what?
Every time they say that, it's
Yeah.
like
Turns into a tropical storm.
It-
and we
it's-
just get
it just fizzles out
It's
into the Gulf.
literally every summer.
The
same deal.
Yeah, like the path, the
The-
projected path used to be straight up the middle, but now it's like curving around us and it's going to hit like Tallahassee.
Yeah, not so much anymore, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Usually how it goes, Tallahassee, and then it gets like, I don't know, Louisiana.
Yeah.
I don't know, Louisiana? Come on, man.
Freaking like New York is going to get hit with it.
Good.
Ooh,
See you later,
bad,
Long
man.
Island. Take the plunge,
save the
New York.
cannolis, Timmy.
It don't matter where you are, you're gonna go.
Dude, Zeus is like smiting everybody in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I wonder
I
if you
can't
can.
tell if it's fireworks or not. 4th of July is over.
Yeah,
Stop.
today is
using fireworks.
today's Cinco de Julio. So we're spending a holiday, I guess, because
Because-
salary workers today's considered a holiday.
because
For the rat racers,
July 4th was on a Sunday,
oh,
so things were already closed. Like in
All
So
those
Ameri-
black
just-
jobs were closed on
Americans need their
and
day
then,
off.
Yeah, and then Monday is there. It's like the holiday is July 4th. Observe, like I think it said like 4th of July observing.
Okay, so we observe the 4th of July.
We acknowledge that yesterday was 4th of July, so we're counting today as that holiday. Since Sunday,
So weird.
things were already closed for holiday.
Mm-hmm.
We're filming a podcast. Zeus.
Leave us alone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zeus.
You should subscribe.
Subscribe. Have all the gods in the Pentagon or whatever it's called, the parabola.
Yeah, the Pentagon.
I think it's called Capitol Hill.
The
Yeah, all the Greek gods live in the Pentagon, dude.
the Artagon.
The Liberty Bell.
What's the Paragon?
The
I don't
paradigm
know.
shit.
The Paragon, is that not a thing?
Parachute,
This
paraglider.
as you were
Pair of
saying.
hands.
Do y'all have a specific like hurricane memory that like sticks out to you?
I remember, I don't know if it was a hurricane or just during a blackout. We had like all the lights were off. We had little candles lit. I was grabbing a candle to bring it over, but I grabbed it from the top and that's where the lid was, slipped right out of my hand and shattered in the dark.
I remember that.
So there was broken glass just sitting there and we couldn't see where it was.
that
so
was
we
at
couldn't
this
clean
house,
it up.
right?
That was at the old house.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that then. I remember us breaking a candle at this house.
It happens a lot.
It does. We love breaking candles.
We have
ladies and
bad
gents.
luck. We got bad.
It's our favorite pastime.
Just smashing candles and eating the wax off the floor.
That's
How
got to be a
about-
band name.
Breaking candles and eating wax off the floor.
Smashing candles.
Yeah, no, we
Uh,
just hit them across the room on the wall. You see if you can hit your favorite.
See,
target
that's
from-
really the only thing you can do during a hurricane blackout because the Wi-Fi's out. So
Yeah, and it's also especially bad because like the water filtering in your alligator's tank also turns off because of the blackout. So you're gonna have to like hold them in your arms.
and your
cradle 'em
orange,
to sleep.
yeah, your orange juice juicer is
Oh, the
out
orange
of.
juice is just gonna spoil.
Yeah.
No, that's just bad.
And the Publix down the road will be
Oh,
closed.
the pub subs, the chicken tender pub subs. Oh gosh,
The deli. The deli.
and Disney World's closed.
Oh yeah, they disassembled the castle already.
Yeah, they take apart the castle every
they-
single time.
They
and,
deflated Spaceship Earth to 30%.
Yeah, every
It's
time a
pretty
hurricane
small.
rolls through. Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks small now.
It's they've been gradually getting smaller with it. Aren't they gonna like rebuild it? But I think they'll probably wait after this.
You know, they
hurricane.
actually. The thing that all the Epcot fans are mad about is that they actually haven't refilled Spaceship Earth back to 100%. It's sitting around at 30% for the past like 20 years.
I think they should get back to that.
They should fill the air back up in that thing.
'Cause the diehard fans are getting ticked off.
They're
'cause they,
chomping at the bit for this.
Oh, the
fully
Disney
inflated
fans.
ball.
Disney fans are always ticked off.
Oh, yeah. Hurricanes, huh? I have a hurricane memory.
You have
from
a hurricane
not
memory?
too long ago.
Go for it.
It was maybe the first hurricane in this house. What was that, Matthew?
It might have been Irma.
One of those.
wait.
One of those
Irma
names.
was like 2017.
So yeah, I think
Matthew was 2017.
Irma was 16 then.
16 was Matthew.
it must have been one of those.
Irma was after Matthew.
So I specifically remember how we just broke out the multiplayer Nintendo DS games.
Oh, dude. Yes.
If only there were a way to like play those on, like across our computers and capture that would be like an entire series.
we could just play it.
Pick the
Or
cat.
yeah, we could just have
We
fun
could just,
with
like,
it,
yeah, we
like
just
enjoy
have fun.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always good to have the new Super Mario Bros. Like mini games
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
and
Mario 64.
Because that was all we had.
there's also Mario Party 10.
No,
the
no.
DS.
Mario
right?
Party
Oh,
10
no,
was
not
for
the
the Wii U.
DS.
Just Mario Party
Just
DS.
Mario Party
It was
DS.
Mario Party
It was
DS.
just
Mhm.
DS.
Or like 3DS games. We also had Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We played a lot of like little mobile games.
Oh my
handheld
god.
games.
We would play Star Fox 64 3D.
Yes,
And I would be too good at it. I would always win, and I know one of
We would
you
be
guys
pissed.
got really mad that I always won because I played the game a lot.
yeah.
Star Fox 64, I would have to say, is my favorite game of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Or number 2, number 1.
We talked about that the first episode.
Welcome back to
I
the
said
gaming
that it was my
episode.
first video game I ever played, but it also just so happens to be my favorite one of all time. Gerbil Lovers just followed me on Instagram.
Oh,
Hey,
that's awesome.
congratulations.
Finally.
Big ups.
Hey, man.
Um,
Shoutouts to Gerbil lovers.
at Gerbil Lovers.
At Gerbil__lovers.
Awesome. I think my not like a favorite memory, but like one that's like kind of clear is it might have been the hurricane the summer of 2016. I think that was Matthew. Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah, thanks.
That's me. Hey. When we moved our beds downstairs and we like slept in the front room
I
because
remember that.
the wind was like picking up and like the house is like real creaky.
That's when Mom made like a huge batch of cold brew.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. We our pastime was baking and making cold brew.
That was
That was
one for the books.
it was so chill because it was like they canceled school for the day they thought it was gonna come and it
Oh my-
didn't.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another
never
great
came, yeah.
freaking hurricane memory. I remember, I think I was like heading to 7th period in like in 7th grade, and like they came on like the intercom and they said that they were canceling school tomorrow instead of just Friday, so like Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, they kept moving it back because hurricanes in Florida are just so unpredictable just because of our location. As it goes up the coast, I guess it's easier to predict, but like since we're just jutting out into the ocean, it's like it could change at any moment.
I remember there was one time in high school we were setting up the chairs for a Friday night football game,
Yeah.
and that was during the hurricane. It was strong winds, but it wasn't raining, but we were still at school setting up chairs.
Did we cancel it?
I don't remember. I specifically remember that because not only was I like, hey, this is during a hurricane, guys, but also because someone had like a battering frisbee that we were playing with.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I think
That was fun.
yeah.
I remember that. That was probably the same when you were in 7th grade.
Yeah,
That might have been
but
that
it
one.
happened again when I was in like 9th grade, so like the year after or something, and it was another game. It was another, I think it was a Wednesday game, and they announced that there would be no school on Thursday and Friday yet again, and so when the game was over, we had to like take all of the chairs, put them away, and even like we were in charge of like putting away all the trash cans in the courtyard. We had to put them in the buildings.
Why the band?
I don't know.
Does
They
the
were-
school?
Y'all
we're the
were
last people
ones there.
Yeah.
Why do I not remember this one?
And then I remember that was the one that they had to cancel school for like a week and a half because people were still not getting power.
I think this is probably a good point to make. We were in high school marching band, so that's why like, and our band, like the kids really love to help out with a lot of the school stuff. So like we'd bring the chairs out to the field and everything. But
Got
like,
roped into this stuff.
yeah, because the band director was just such a nice guy, and everyone knew him as the nice guy, I guess. The
very-
yes man.
Yeah.
The blank high school yes man. But yeah,
And I remember it was so long, like between then and like going back to school that like during PE when we were like walking around the track, the football field like was kind of overgrown, and like you could see the grass was like kind of like spiraled because of the winds.
was this after?
Yeah, it was the aftermath.
Nice.
Yeah, we didn't have school for a minute when that happened.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, like the first the
Both
earliest
times.
one.
It happened 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
and then
So Florida Orange County Public Schools just doesn't know how to like coordinate when to like close down the schools, or it's probably just the meteorologists that are in charge of tracking the hurricanes.
No, I think it's OCPS. Yeah, talking to you, bud.
Teach us better curriculum, get us better prepared for college, maybe.
Pay our teachers more.
And
Yeah.
don't fall for this crap that DeSantis is shoving down your throat.
Ron DeSantis, open letter to Ron DeSantis. Die.
Back on track. I'm talking about hurricanes.
Any other
Oh, I was
hurricane
going to talk about the
memories?
big cough.
The big cough.
So, Timmy and Philip here, both of them had the infinite spring break.
Yeah.
Timmy's still,
Oh.
it's still going.
He's still on spring break here.
This is the longest 3-day weekend of my life.
Oh, man.
Exactly. Because like the last day of school, like before spring break happened, came and went, and then the day before they were supposed to come back, everything shut down.
Yeah. And they kept extending, like, how many days off we had.
They were like, yeah, maybe we can come back next week.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be under control.
And then they canceled the
It is 2021.
the music performance assessment.
Timmy, don't cry.
I'm crying right now.
Yeah,
They
it's-
canceled state MPA?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Dude.
That was gonna be
It was
awesome.
gonna be
Jazz band was gonna be rich.
We were going to
dude.
be playing satiric dances, man.
Oh shoot! You know what?
ripping and rolling on satiric dances.
We got to add hunting wabbits to the playlist.
Oh, yes.
It's not on
probably
there.
already on there.
I remember playing Hunting Wabbits at a state jazz MPA and getting a superior on it.
Yeah,
they
I
don't
remember
remember
that.
But a superior is just
Gordon
an
Goodwin's Hunting Wabbits.
superior is just an umbrella term for doing very well and doing pretty good, but we really
Yeah, there's no
Feel
way
bad
to
for you.
actually accurately score a band on a 5-point system.
Wait a minute. I just looked it up.
Talking to you, DCI.
There's a hunting wabbits 2.
Yeah, Hunting Wabbits. It's not as good.
of course not.
Yeah,
No.
it's not as good.
Think of the other sequels that are not as good.
Count Bubba's Revenge is actually really good. Yeah. Shout out Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band. Go look
Hey,
him up on Spotify.
Gordon Goodwin, give us a subscribe. Give
Gordon
us a like.
Goodwin.
This is the
Drop a comment, please.
this is the
Gordon
desperate
Morgan,
cast.
give us a sign.
Just begging
We've
people
been
to come
shouting so many people.
on. We
out.
haven't even.
Gordon Goodwin, give us a sign. Give us a sign. Give us a
Give
sign.
us a sign.
Yeah, all we do is sit here and shout people out and make jokes.
shout
what
at
are we
each
even
other.
doing?
Anyways,
No, I was just saying how y'all had an
I-
infinite spring. God,
stop
the rain.
with the rain.
The rain's pretty. It's whipping outside, but I also was on spring break in college, but fortunately, I was
Online
able to-
classes, baby.
online classes. So my spring break, me and my girlfriend, I can say that it's no longer June.
Yeah, Matthew's straight.
I'm coming out as straight, but we trans rights,
No disrespect.
yeah, gay rights, trans rights, all of the above.
Come on.
Me and my girlfriend went to Miami for spring break.
Miami.
But like the way my spring break was structured, at the school I go to, it's the week before every other major institution has their spring break. So when we were in Miami, there was literally nobody there. So that was the craziest part about that experience, was like we basically got like a ghost town Miami. I mean, minus like the Wynwood Wall like art district. Like of course that's going to be busy, but like when we were there was nobody. So I mean, we were chilling. It was like weather was nice, ate a lot of really good food, shot a lot of film. But I wish I had better skill at that time. Wish I would have taken a little more, not had taken that for granted, and like put a little more intention behind every photo.
You
But
got a
that's-
few bangers.
had a few bangers, but none of them are on the portfolio. But I remember being on spring break, and there was this buzz about COVID since, what was it, January?
Yeah.
We had known about
We
it.
freaking
This is
talked
like
about
December.
We talked about COVID in biology class.
Yeah, there was a buzz about COVID already, and we were like, that's not gonna come here. I'm on vacation. getting emails from school, and they're like, oh, we might have to like move everything online, you know. And I bet you guys were probably getting the same emails from your schools, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so from that, we were like, we didn't know what to expect, and like we were expecting it to blow over too. So like
as did everyone else.
that was the worst part. And I remember the last day we were there, we went to this this breakfast place, El Bagel. If you're ever in Miami, Little Haiti, El Bagel on Biscayne Boulevard, hit it up. It's really good. They hand make their bagels. So good. Yeah, we'll go one day. We were in there, and I had one of my film cameras, and this old dude had noticed it, and he was like, oh, like did the typical old dude thing, like, oh, they still make film for those? Oh, you could still get film processed? So yeah.
No way.
And then like when it came to like leaving, it was like my first little odd experience. This was, mind you, this was like March 12th or like March 11th. No, it was like 12th.
very early.
March 12th, 2020. And he went to like shake my hand, but he was like, wait, like he was like, we probably shouldn't shake hands. And he like offered his elbow, and I was like, yeah, we don't have to touch hands. And I was like, yeah, elbow bump.
You're like, is this heaven?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Kinda broke your world.
it was our first experience with like, oh, this is real. Like we should probably be protecting old people.
Yeah.
And then we get back and everything's like, all right, we're closed.
Yeah, because with me, when I was working at the Lego store.
Yeah, Disney Springs closed.
Yeah, because
3 days later.
Yeah,
Monday,
exactly.
right? Like the Walt Disney World
Yes.
closed. Like the entire property,
because
including Disney Springs.
all of the vendors were like, yeah, we're out. And then
That's so
Disney
nuts.
World was like, yeah.
Yeah, let's shut down.
and then freaking Disney got a new CEO for a week, and then he
Yeah, friggin' Bob Chapek.
he
of
was
the
he was
Disney parks.
CEO for a week and then resigned.
He was literally
Pitiful.
promoted like days before COVID came out. Bob Chapek, retire.
You heard
But
it.
yeah,
Dude,
I'm gonna
but let me tell you though,
grab him by his bald head.
let me tell you though, that like almost year of living off of unemployment was probably the best time of my life.
I had the most money I could ever imagine.
coming from a spoiled
want
American young adult in a capitalist America, that was such a great time to be alive.
Oh yes, life like this sure is sweet.
But it's like we didn't know life like that until then. We came from a very sparse economical background.
Because
Such
one,
as 2008.
we had a large family.
A lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah,
So like that whole year of like treating ourselves was actually great. I mean, dude, I bought a car in February.
I bought a car.
You bought a car in cash.
I bought a car in
that
cash, and I built my PC.
So it's like the best of both.
Oh my god! I built my PC like
That
almost
was
a
good
year
time.
ago.
That was a good time.
But you know what's good? I got it out of the way
That's true.
because GPU shortage, because Bitcoin, Smitcoin, Blipcoin,
We're not even
Poopcoin,
gonna, we're not even gonna give that the light
Elon
of
Musk,
day.
come on the podcast.
No, Elon Musk, come on the
Musk.
podcast. We'll make fun of you.
Andrew's PC. He did have a case
Oh
for
my
a
God.
while.
Yeah, the case that I wanted was out of stock. I finally get it, and I have all my parts. I'm ready to build. It's freaking
It's
assembled
assembled.
wrong.
Yeah.
One of the screws was put in too early, causing an entire metal backing
The-
where the motherboard is supposed to sit.
It was
that whole
slanted.
thing was bent. It was curved. It was warped. So I called NZXT,
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, we can't do anything about that. You're going to have to buy a whole new one. I said, I'm drilling that screw out.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, we drilled the screw out. I
You literally
removed it.
you drilled a hole through the center of the screw and just bent it back into place, and it works just perfectly.
I've been using it for the past year now.
It's
Playing
fine.
pretty good.
It doesn't rattle at all either, so it's
No.
like it's sound.
Yeah, and
Once again,
So
check out
shout out
NZ.
NZXT
oh
for
my
building
gosh.
good cases.
Check out my YouTube channel, Ruby Scoo, where I play video games
Yeah,
on that
he
said
wouldn't
PC.
He does.
We've
have
got a
started
video coming out soon for this channel.
We do.
Yeah.
It's a vlog style video.
Just like the good old The Guys videos.
Yep,
You
we're
love The
coming,
Guys.
coming
you
back,
love
coming
us.
back in that same style. If y'all came from that channel, if y'all know anything about that old channel, I'm kind of embarrassed by those videos though. So I
Well,
don't
it's a good start.
It's a 3-year comprehensive history.
you can watch us grow.
I still like the one where we went to Indiana.
Oh, that was a very good one. Yeah,
That was the most production value, such as
Yeah.
plane tickets.
Plane tickets, Philip holding his phone up, showing a picture of a hamster spewing across the football field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the worst pizza I've ever eaten during that DCI show.
Oh yeah, the Pizza Hut, the arena.
No, it was Papa John's with air quotes.
It was almost Papa John's.
Why are we
I
whispering?
think that was Uncle John's.
That was Uncle Juge.
Sammy's.
But yeah,
Papa
subscribe,
John's.
like, comment, subscribe, rate.
like the video.
You already know. We don't even have to tell
search,
you.
search up the video in
We
your search bar and
are on Spotify, Apple Music. If you're already listening to us there, thank you. We love you. If you even made it this far, they know
have.
who you are. I hope so. Somebody.
Duh, they're listening to this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But yeah, we're on wherever you get your podcasts. We're trying to get to 50 listeners. Share the podcast. Rate us.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcast. Actually, write a review if you want to. Don't actually be critical because that'll hurt our feelings and I might cry. So you don't want to see me cry.
definitely cry. I'm gonna cry.
We'll cry. We'll cry just
we're
a little.
trying-
We'll all cry together.
We're trying to manifest 50 listeners. So.
Because once we
50
get to 50 listeners, Anchor will let us get sponsorships, so we might make a couple dimes off this podcast. You know,
pennies, couple dimes.
Anchor, we use your products.
we will.
I have a battery on my
no,
nice.
no, not that, not that Anchor.
Oh.
It's another Anchor.
No, like the ship anchor.
You know what the sailors say? Anchors away.
Hoist the main mast.
Army mateys.
Anyways, y'all, thanks for listening. And dude, is that the shrimp?
Keep them out.
Get it.
Get them out of here.